I'm Western Toilet. Theoretical Peas would make an okay band name. Try it out. We are Theoretical Peas. We'll have to workshop it a little bit. Theoretical is a good word. And the contrast of 4 syllables to 1 is good, but peas is ambiguous. I'm talking about the vegetable, not the third person of the elimination of liquid waste. But maybe now I like the ambiguity. I do like the vegetable. That's not meant to be a political statement, by the way. I like vegetables, and that should be non-controversial. And maybe, in another time, it will be.
Yeah, I've been thinking about some wisdom that our teacher, Western Toilet, recently spat out, and it's pretty interesting. He said, everything's happening all around you at once, and you're just one part of it. True. So true.
Maybe you're even watching from another time. How is it when you are? Have we got flying cars? Are they an incredible nuisance? Because if you think people drive like assholes when they're on the ground, let's give them a third dimension. Am I right? Is commercial space travel coming? Besides bragging rights, which dissipate quickly once more than a couple hundred people do it, what is it for? There's nowhere to go. It's just a glorified ride.
Do you know the only way to stop a bad guy with a gun?
A bad guy with a gun.
I went on the Vomit Comet once. It was a small startup that wanted to bring the experience of zero-G to the people. It wasn't viable. They ran out of money or had an accident shortly after the press rollout. But the press rollout was pretty amazing. You really were floating right there in the middle of the fuselage for seconds at a time. It was almost so terrifying that I don't really remember the experience too clearly. I think we hit weightlessness 8 times during the flight. But after the first 3, nausea set in, and everybody was just trying to keep it together until we got back to the ground.
I really hate popcorn movies because I think the storyline of the popcorn movies doesn't have logic at all.
I don't think space travel is actually that fun. You're in close quarters and everything is fast and stressful.
For sure. And so fast. You can't imagine.
Until it's slow and boring. And you just sit there with your companions eating food that's not food. Yeah, you got a different perspective on the universe. But if we did a better job of teaching empathy on terra firma, we wouldn't need such an expensive process. A process that one has to be open to in the first place. There's an interview with one of the other guys from one of the Apollo missions, where he's hilariously unimpressed by the whole thing. I think it's This American Life. He was just like, I was an Air Force pilot, I was piloting. What's the big whoop? Everyone's seen the moon. And that's true. Everyone's seen the moon. Every night even.
Hey man, have you got the time? Always.
Most of you are very boring. Not me. I'm just bored. Ooh, but it's fine. Bored is better than avocado toast. Am I right? There are some people out there who delight in new taste sensations and fresh herbs. And there are those who just eat for fuel.
I mean, I'm not trying to eat insects every day, but why not, dude? If you eat fucking animals, well, bugs are just little animals. Might as well try them.
Is that an ingrained preference? Or did no one ever tell you that a lightly braised filet mignon is a culinary experience than consuming the same amount of calories of a nutrient-rich paste? Can good taste be taught? Of course it can. We just don't, generally.
I told my friend about the Western toilet, and now they won't talk to me.
But look at the French. Don't turn your head. Don't let them see you looking. Be cool about it. But do look. Their school lunches, all foie gras, designed by Yves Saint Laurent. And that's why they have a bunch of artists on their money. And their women are never overweight, even when they're pregnant. It's a matter of priorities. And if you don't make time for beauty, who will? I will. Don't worry about me. It's your soul that's on the line.
Yeah, so I've been reading and hearing a lot about Fiji. I don't know, like sometimes you've never thought about a place or a thing, and then in quick succession, like 3 different people are like talking or mention it, or you hear it on the radio. I don't know if that's me. I think I've gone a bit insane, haven't I?
Have you considered clowning? That's hot in LA these days, and a very promising career. If anyone puts in the comments, "I'm afraid of clowns, so help me," I'll come to your house and juggle all of your pets. Get a better fear. Basic. A monk of the Order of Hip must be vigilant. All of your choices must be impeccable. All of your opinions must be droll. For that is how you find the way of laid-back ease. No matter how hard your little legs are kicking beneath the water, glide across that pond and watch out for swans. The swans are the French? When I was young, there was a duck pond near my house. It froze over in the winter, once or twice a season. And all the neighborhood kids would come skate like a goddamn Charlie Brown Christmas special. But the thing was, when my mom was little, there was another pond that used to freeze over that got salinated and didn't freeze anymore. What can you do?
You know what? The Western toilet is a great reminder just to take a moment and breathe. That can really reset my mind after a hectic day of dunking birds and motor oil.
Pollution happens. Certainly there's no way to avoid it, even though we know exactly what causes it.
Environmental protection is the nonsense. I'm sorry. The Earth doesn't care if really ruin her place. If you really fuck her up, it would just put another volcano and then human just die. So I don't care about that.
Anyway, in the summer, we'd all bring stale bread to feed the ducks. Because we didn't know. We didn't have the internet to tell us not to. We thought it was a good thing. We thought they liked it, and I never saw any dead ducks. Do you see what I'm trying to say here? Good, because I don't. Orange? Wait, what was the line?
I'm talking about the vegetable.
What the hell? What the hell?
I'm going this way. No, don't follow me. Scared him off. Flowers and fish. Glide across the pond.